Hey everyone, welcome back to Global Football Icons. If you're into in-depth player analyses and love exploring the careers of football's greatest legends, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps us keep bringing you more of these deep dives. And while you're here, drop a comment below about which player you'd like us to explore next. We'd love to hear from you and see which icons you're passionate about. Today, we're diving into the career of Andy Clarke, a name that might not ring the loudest in global football, but one that holds a lot of meaning and impact within English football. For those unfamiliar, Andy Clarke might not be on the same recognition level as some of football's superstars, but he carved a space for himself in the heart of English fans, particularly with his roles at Barnet and Wimbledon. His career offers an insightful look at the journey of a player who fought his way through the divisions, earning his place with dedication and sheer willpower. From his early days to the ups and downs of his career, we're exploring it all today. Now, imagine this. It's the late 1980s, and English football is undergoing shifts in style, with a heavy emphasis on grit and resilience, especially in the lower leagues. Enter a young Andy Clarke, a striker with blistering pace and a fierce determination to make it. Clarke began his journey at a time when football was still rugged, raw, and, for players like him, more about passion than fame or wealth. Born on July 22, 1967, Clarke grew up in England, experiencing the intense football culture that defined the country. His natural talent for the game was evident from an early age, but he would have to wait before making a name for himself professionally. Clarke's journey started with Barnet, where he got his first real taste of competitive football. Barnet, a club known for its enthusiastic fan base, provided Clarke with the perfect platform to show his potential. From his early days, it was clear that Clarke was a player who thrived under pressure. He had an explosive pace, the kind that defenders hated, and he could finish with clinical accuracy. Barnet's style of play suited him well, and he quickly became a fan favorite. For the fans, Clarke represented everything they loved in a player: commitment, loyalty, and the ability to change a game's outcome with a single run down the pitch. He wasn't just playing for the team, he was playing for the fans, and that's something you can't teach. During his time at Barnet, Clarke became known for his work ethic and consistency. He wasn't just a forward waiting for the perfect ball. He'd chase down every loose pass, press defenders, and fight for every inch of space. This dedication didn't go unnoticed, and his performances earned him the attention of scouts from bigger clubs. His big break came in the form of a move to Wimbledon in 1991, a club that was then making a name for itself in the first division with its infamous crazy gang reputation. Wimbledon in the early 90s was a fascinating place to be. The team was known for its physical style of play and its close-knit squad of players who fought tooth and nail on the field. Clarke joined a club that didn't necessarily play pretty football, but it was effective, and they knew how to grind out results. His pace and tenacity were a perfect fit for Wimbledon's style. He didn't need to be flashy. He needed to be efficient and tough, which suited him just fine. Clarke quickly adapted, becoming a valuable member of the squad, known for his ability to outrun defenders and pop up in the right place at the right time to score. One of the most memorable moments of Clarke's time at Wimbledon came when he scored an unforgettable goal against Aston Villa in the 1994-1995 season. It was a classic Clarke goal, determined, fast, and instinctive. Wimbledon's fans roared as he celebrated, and for Clarke, it was a highlight of his career, one that showcased his strengths. For fans of the crazy gang, Clarke embodied the spirit of the team: unpredictable, hardworking, and unafraid to go up against the biggest clubs in the league. As Clarke's career continued, he became more than just a player for Wimbledon. He was a symbol of the club's ethos. Wimbledon was never the biggest or the richest, but they had heart, and Clarke was a shining example of that. He spent several seasons with the club, giving his all each time he stepped onto the field. For the fans, he was the kind of player you could root for. A player who fought for every ball, every tackle, and never backed down. Clarke's career wasn't without its challenges. Injuries, as they do for many players, became a recurring issue. They impacted his playing time and, eventually, his form. Despite these setbacks, Clarke's resilience was admirable. He never lost his determination, even as he struggled with fitness. His love for the game kept him going, and he continued to give everything he had for Wimbledon. As the years passed, Clarke eventually moved on from Wimbledon, but he left behind a legacy that the club's supporters would never forget. He represented an era of football that was less about glamour and more about grit. Clarke was never the type to seek the spotlight. He let his game speak for him. For fans of Wimbledon and Barnet, he remains a player who epitomized what it meant to give your all, no matter the opposition or the odds. After his time with Wimbledon, Clarke continued to play for other clubs, including Peterborough United, where he brought his experience and tenacity to the squad. Though he may not have reached the global stardom of other players, Clarke's impact was felt on every team he played for. His career is a reminder that not all football legends are built from fame and fortune. Some are built from sheer perseverance and love for the game. Looking back on Andy Clarke's career, what stands out the most is his commitment to his teams and his fans. He didn't play for personal accolades. He played for the people cheering him on from the stands. He played because he loved the game, and that love was evident in every match he played. Clarke's journey is one that reminds us of the beauty of football beyond the big names and headlines. It's about players who give everything they have, who inspire with their passion and dedication, and who, in their own way, become legends to those who watch them play. So, here's to Andy Clarke, a player who might not be a household name worldwide, but one whose impact on English football remains undeniable. He's a reminder of an era when football was gritty, when players fought for every inch, and when the love of the game was what mattered most. Clarke's career may have had its share of challenges, but he met each one with the same determination that made him a fan favorite in the first place. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the career of Andy Clarke. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to Global Football Icons for more in-depth analyses of football's most inspiring players. And don't forget, let us know in the comments which player you'd like us to explore next. We'd love to hear your suggestions and keep bringing you the stories of football's greatest icons.